Good day, everyone, and welcome to Forex Street and Animal Market Joint Webinar. New principles on range bar trading and new concepts on range bar trading. So today we will talk about how to determine those very important things with trading, especially when you try to trade with range bars. Range bars are something different. It's not for everyone. Honestly, I mean, the main thing with range bars is that people really need to develop a special mindset when they trade range bars. So because of that, you need as a trader to be very, very careful and definitely uh, respect the rules. Range bar trading is different from standard price action trading, but nonetheless, it can be also very, very profitable. So the thing is, before we begin, first we go with risk disclaimer, and then we can proceed with explanation. So here is the risk disclaimer. CFDs and Forex trading are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. So this presentation and accompanying video is for informational and educational purposes. This video is not part of the .uk website, but the globalnews.com website. And if anything is not clear, you can get information on www.admiralmarketsglobal.com by selecting your country and contacting an appropriate entity. My name is Nenad, and this is today's agenda: range bars, concept, measurement tools, and new ideas. First, I will give you some explanation about range bars, and then I will show you how you can actually use a special technique to determine a proper range bar setting. I'm not sure that you know of that, but I will show you today. It's an old technique, but it's very good, and I use it when I traded with range bars, so I can show you how to do that too. First, with range bar concept, it's important to know that range bars have been developed actively by traders all over the world today, but originally they were developed by Vicente Nicolelis. That what Vicente and Nicolelis were developing back in days, it's not the same thing as we do today, because originally he didn't trade forex market, but if we adapt some of his teaching into the forex market, we can get very good results. So the main thing is that it's a very good volatility indicator, and I can say that it's actually volatility price action indicator, because range bars only print candles that are volatile. How big volatility will be, it's determined by the market. But how you determine that volatility to be printed out on your charts is determined by you as a trader. When volatility is high, more bars will be printed out. When volatility is low, less bars will be printed out. It's different dimension than from standard price action. As you know, I always divide trading within different dimensions. So we have price action, we have harmonics, we have indicators, we have combinations between price action and indicators. We have point and figure charts, range bars, Renko bars, harmonics with wolf waves. So everything is different. But the main thing, we want results. As an analyst, I want to analyze potential price to see where it might go. As a trader, I pull the trigger, I set a trap for the price, and I want to gain profits. So that is what we are focused at, making profits, guys, always. Each range bar must have a high-low range that equals the specified range. So this is the basic measurement of a range bar. So each range bar must have a high-low range. Additionally, each range bar must open outside the high-low range of the previous bar, and each range bar must close at either its high or its low. It's also very important to notice that range bars are not just for measurement and for trading pairs that are volatile. We can also say that range bars are very good to trade breakout points. And also with applying certain settings via range bars that I will be showing you today, you can actually see not just momentum and volatility, but some of well-known price action patterns such as W, M, head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, and so on. This is the main difference between the range bar and standard price action. So this is actually the representation of the same movement, but Japanese candlesticks show totally different price action on their charts. This is Japanese candlestick standard price action that we can see each day via various platforms, namely this is MT4. And also here you can see everything the same. MT4, the platform is the same, of course, but we use range bars. So you see how price is different. This is because range bars simply discount any noise in the market. These are 4 pip range bars. What does it mean? It means that every time price moves 4 pips, okay, and on the next movement, like when it starts to print new candle, it will print out that 4 pip range bar. So this candle, every single candle has a 4 pip. Whenever price exceeds that 4 pip range, it will complete its measurement and it will print out a range bar. Especially, guys, when it's huge volatility, then you will see candles printed out almost in the same direction. And here, guys, you can also see that there is head and shoulders pattern that can be easily seen here. Okay, this is shoulder, this is head, this is shoulder. So we have shoulder, head, shoulder pattern here. Very easy to identify. And you can see that range bars can really print out those nice candles here that can be exploited in volatile market conditions, but also be used as breakout spot. Okay, breakout is also what we can use. Now let's show live chart and let's show those new principles you might not know so far. This could be very interesting for you if you want to try to trade with range bars. So here, guys, first of all, you need to have, well, let's say expert advisor or an indicator that can show offline charts, because range bars are actually offline charts. Those are not online charts. I have that indicator. I mean, if you want, I can send it to you. It's very easy for you to get it. Just send me an email and I will send it to you. It's free, of course. So what I can say is you just need to pull your range bars here, okay? And then you will see the message that tells you if you already have range bar running, it will ask you to stop and make a new one. If you don't have anything, then it will show you this window. This is bars range. Okay, now this is the main part here with new concept of range bars. Many traders simply put predefined number here. So this bars range means how many pips actually will be your range bar. If you put 3, then every time price make 3 pips, and on the 4th pip it will print out 3 pip range bar. Every time you put 5 pips here, your range bars will have 5 pips inside it. Well, this time frame simply is used just to tell me how many pips I have within range bars. So if I put here 3, I will always place 3. If I put 10, I will place 10 here. It's for just for my reference. Maximum bars I try to set at 10,000. So because I want to see more bars printed out. And that is how traditional traders do it. I mean, that is traditional teaching of trading range bars. I don't do it like that. I have my new concept. How I do it is different, and I've been using it for really last couple of years. And we've been in Elite Currency. Chris and I were developing some methods that were exclusively shared with Admiral Market clients, and of course. You can also, because we have a joint cooperation with Forex Street, you can also ask for some special settings that I will show to you. This is the special indicator, and it actually prints out proper range bar settings. So this is how we do it. First, we go to, let's say we need to find out 15-minute time frame. We will start with pound dollar. Okay, we will start first with pound dollar. Here you see two key indicators. If you go to indicator list here, you will see that average true range is set at period of 480, and it's exclusively done on 15-minute time frame. You cannot use this on 5, 1. You cannot use this on anywhere except for 15-minute time frame. Okay, so 480 is the period for average true range. Okay, then you go to moving average, okay, and place 120 inside a period box. MA method should be exponential, and you need to press it like this. First indicators data. It needs to be applied at first indicators data. So apply to this. First indicator. This is very important. I use red as a color. So when I press OK, close, here, guys, you will see this is very important. 0.0013. We round this up. So if I see 13, I will either use 12 or 14 because I use even numbers for determining range bars. So for proper pound dollar range bar setting, we need to have either 12 or 14. Okay. For euro dollar, it would be 10. For dollar Swissy, it would be either 8 or 10. For dollar yen, it would be, this is 16. 15.65 is 16. For dollar CAD, it would be 10. For Australian dollar, it would be 8. But guys, this is not everything. You can also use in indices, equities. So when you get here, let's say for S&P 500, okay, now, yeah, here, you see it's 35 actually. This is 35. For DAX, it's, well, this is not, it's actually 9.8, so it's 10. So for DAX, it's 10. For ASX 200, Australian index, it's 5. So you see, it's actually very, very good because for range bars, you don't use pre-apply setting like all traders do, placing 5 for 4, 5, 6, 3 pip range bars. You need to use different range bar settings, as I showed you. You should have better results with range bar trading. Okay, and also this is your next step, how actually you do it. When you determine, let's say we will get back to pound dollar. When you determine proper setting for pound dollar, you need to use this once per week. You don't need to use more than once per week because this will usually stay the same during the week period. But just to be sure, do it. I mean, if you're a range bar trader, do it every day so you will be sure that actually it stays on the same number. Sometimes, of course, depending on the movement and average true range, this will change. So what I notice is it doesn't change that often. Usually it can stay the same for 1 week, but just to be sure, try to use it each day. So when you go to pound dollar, you need to apply range bar expert advisor here. Just left click and okay, press it like this. Just drag it over to your main chart. Then you need to go with proper range bar setting. So we determined, let's say 14 to be our range bars and 14 to be time frame. Okay, this range bars do not use time frames. So this is just for your reference to know that this is actually 14 pip bar GBP dollar. 14 pip bar GBP dollar. Okay, so this is very important for you to understand. And press OK. And then what you need to do is just press end at your keyboard and home. Just flip your charts to the left, to the right, and just leave for, let's say, 20-30 seconds for a chart to load up in offline charts, because you need to open now offline charts. Okay, you need to leave it running, as I say, like 30 seconds. Press home, press end on your keyboard, and let it run. Okay, so pound dollar, okay, it's always even numbers. So see, so we applied it here, and now we go to File, Open Data folder, then sorry, not data folder, this is for them. File, Open Offline, and try to search for GBP dollar M14. It should be there because you have loaded it up on your offline chart, offline chart here. GBP dollar M11, M14. You see, now we have 409 bars of historical price action on GBP dollar. Okay, so you double click it, and here you have your range bar 14 pips applied to default MT4 chart. You can use whatever, guys, template you have. It doesn't, I mean, you can have a template specifically for range bars. Okay, you can use this. I mean, you can use whatever you want, guys. Okay, whatever you want, whatever template you want to have. Okay, but the main thing is to determine proper range bar setting. Now there are different systems for range bars. We will talk next time with Forex Street webinar. I will show you the system that I've developed for range bars. But just for time being, I want you to focus on this. We go step by step. Okay, I will show you also one more example so you can grab a hold how I do it. And I think that this approach is better than placing a predefined number of range bars on your template. Because, guys, I mean, volatility changes. The main thing here is volatility always change. Have you followed my analysis yesterday? I published it with Forex Street when I said that the price on euro dollar should be sold at around 1.0680. Okay, this was my analysis on euro dollar yesterday. Now, what did you conclude by reading this analysis, guys? Many traders yesterday, huge number of traders yesterday, tried to buy euro dollar, and I read people were actually buying euro dollar. But you know, guys, when you know about volatility, when you are not just a trader but also an analyst, you know that ATR here is, I mean, people don't pay attention to that, but that is why my analysis, I mean, I'm not bragging, but my analysis is 80 to 90% accurate. Because I know a simple thing that many analysts won't take into account, and that is average true range. When you compare different average true range, this is, for me, average true range is one of the best indicators ever in Forex market. I use it every single day. And not just for analysis. It helps me also as a trader. Because analyzing markets and trading markets is completely different job, guys. Analysts do not need to worry about money management. So let's just say that we all sold euro dollar from this spot that I showed you yesterday. Every single people who traded this probably had the different results. So we can, guys who sell systems, guys who want to sell systems to you, they cannot promise you, and they should not promise you anything, because we can always trade the same thing and we will always have different results, guys. That's because analysis and psychology is different. I might take one lot. Some people will take 0.5 lots. I will cut my trade here. Some people will trade it down there. Some people will scale out, put rest to break even. Some people will use triple scaling out and actually have their profits running for even more. Some people will maybe switch to higher time frames and leave this trade running on higher time frames. Some people will scalp this. So, guys, there is no point in giving you any promises. If the system is good, it's good. How you will make money on it, it depends on your psychology. I prefer low risk trading, and starting from February next month, I will also have live trading sessions. So the thing is, the main thing is your risk, guys, in Forex market. Whoever tells you different than that is lying. Risk is simply holy grail in Forex trading. Money management is the holy grail in Forex trading. And this is just a simple explanation how we can trade the same setup and all of us will have different results. Now, this was slightly off topic, but the main thing is I wanted to tell you it's ATR indicator. ATR indicator, guys. This is what you should be paying attention to. I knew that ATR was not that big on euro dollar like 3-4 weeks ago. Okay, it was like 65, 70. That means that there is not big volatility in this pair. And suddenly ATR for last 40 days spiked up to 101. It's a big spike when compared to previous data. So what I did is actually I used my analysis and I predicted that it might drop from this spot, because this spot here has historical order block and this is sellers, guys. Bodies are more important than wicks are more important than bodies. This is how I teach you to look at candlesticks. Wicks are more important than bodies. This week told me that in the history we had sellers here. This was top of ATR that was overshot by 30 pips compared to previous ATR. Also, guys, generally on higher time frames, euro dollar is in downtrend. This is V-shaped reversal that usually fails at the top of confluence. Okay, and here this is H4 resistance, guys. Really, who was crazy to buy here? I certainly didn't do that. I sold it here, actually exploiting counter trend momentum. Banks call it fade. Okay, this is the fade. So I fade into strength. It's called fading into strength. While euro dollar was going up, I sold it here. And guess what happened? 60 pips of profit, guys. Easy. You don't need to be a doctor in economy to know these things. Now, ATR here is also the main gauge for determining range bars. Because range bars, when you know where to trade a trade, where to place your trade, and how volatile market is, range bars will definitely help you in your trading decisions. Let's use, for example, euro dollar example. So euro dollar has 10 pip range bars. So how we actually use it? We go to euro dollar 1 minute. It's always on 1 minute, because when you put it on 1 minute, your offline chart will update regularly. Now, guys, you need to actually place this indicator here. And one more thing, you need to ensure that auto trading here is green. That means that your expert advisors will run. Now, bars range is 10. We will use also reference to that range bar setting, 10. And we can put 10,000 here. True, show gaps, rescale for 5-digit brokers, true, of course, and okay done. Now, what are we going to do is just press home and just let's wait a little bit for offline chart to load up. Okay, home and let's wait. And now, file, open offline. We need to find euro dollar M10. It's always what you put in so-called time frame here. Okay, so because I put it as 10, I want to see euro dollar M10. If I had put 11, I would have searched for 11. So file, open offline, and let's search for euro dollar M11. Okay, euro dollar M11. Sorry, M10. M10. Yeah, this is it. 638. This is enough. Now, sometimes you will see maybe 200 or 150. It's not that good, guys. Sometimes you need at least 300 historical bars to see the proper picture. So this is good, 638. So I will go with open. And here, guys, you see now, this is my range bar chart. By default, on your MT4, it will look like this. So you see now, okay, when you go with high and low, you will see that actually high and low have 10 bars here. Watch my bottom here. You see that 10 pip is always range bar. Every bar here has 10 pips inside. Okay, 10 pips inside. Now you can apply whatever template you want to have. What I want to see, guys, usually I will use my blank template here. Okay, I usually put Heikin-Ashi candlesticks in top of this. This is the first part of the system that I will be showing you. So I will just show you now Heikin-Ashi, and in one of our next webinars, I will show you this system based on new range bars concept. Now you need to place the indicator that is actually Heikin-Ashi indicator. Here, guys, I will search for Heikin-Ashi here. Okay, Heikin-Ashi 3, it's called. Okay, here, Heikin-Ashi 3 indicator. Now we need to experiment with those settings here. You need to actually first do this, okay, and then you can actually, let's see, line charts and properties here. Line graph should be set to none. Okay, now you have clear Heikin-Ashi candles, guys. This is clear Heikin-Ashi candles. I like to have a lot of indicators in my database because I compare indicators how they work. Because one of the things that I do is also I develop some systems for trading from time to time, and I test it, and I really need to have a lot of indicators to see how they perform. The last system that I made is actually EQ X10, and it's been working wonderfully, really. And you know, guys, you need to know about indicators in order to develop something that is precise. But how I do it, I cannot develop any expert advisor based on strategy, because you always need to have your own logic when to take the trade, guys, and when not to take the trade. Because very often not having a position in the market equals to having a profitable position. You need to know when not to trade. An expert advisor simply cannot know that. If you place an expert advisor based on a strategy, you expect every single signal that it takes, that it captures to be taken as a trade. It's not good. We are not talking about algos. Algos are different things. We are talking about standard expert advisors used on on different platforms. So that is why I prefer to be manual trader. I'm not trading with expert advisors, really. So here you see, this is head and shoulders, guys. I mean, range bars can tell you a lot. Head and shoulders, left head, right, shoulder, head, shoulder, bearish pattern. You can use trend lines with range bars. The main thing is that range bars are different from Renko bars because they show you wicks. Now, I have seen that some people who loved Renko also show Renko with wicks. I don't care, really. I use range bars. I prefer range bars to Renko bars. So this is the wick. This is the wick. Okay, we connect at least 2 wicks to have a valid trend line. Okay, and of course, guys, when you see something like this, you know this is head and shoulders, and this is the break. Now, Heikin-Ashi candles also show you volatility. So for strong Heikin-Ashi candles, you should have a wick only in one side. Strong bullish candlesticks have a wick to the upside. Strong bearish candlesticks have a wick to the downside. So this is the signal to take a trade here. You see, it's different. V-shaped reversal. You see, V-shaped reversal. Your signal to go long is there. You can use a lot of different examples. W pattern. Your signal to go long is here. M pattern, leaned M pattern. This is bearish pattern. Your signal to go short is here. Okay, because at this spot here, this was emerging M pattern, and here you could have went short. You just need, okay, W again. You need to have an eye to spot this. Okay. Okay, here you have a lot of good examples where you can use those patterns. You can also spot some flag-shaped patterns like this, guys. For example, when you see that there is a potential flag, okay, or pennant, whatever, you can mark it here on your chart. You see, I mean, this is combination of both price action and range bars. And just by using Heikin-Ashi on range bars, you will see patterns more clearly, and you will see actual volatility of these candles, because range bars also show you different volatility estimations. This is a strong range bar and Heikin-Ashi because it has a wick to the upside while body is blue. Have in mind that calculation for yen pairs is slightly different. Let's use euro yen. You see, it says 0.1155. It means when you round it up that it's actually 12-point range bar. So for yen pairs, you will see slightly different calculation. We go to 5. Now it's 12 pip on euro yen. So what we do is actually we place, let's use this. We place euro yen here. Then we go to range bars expert advisor. And because it's okay, let's see one. It's 12. It's 11.55, so it's 12. Okay, so we will put 12 here. We will put 12 here. We will put 10,000 here. Set gaps true, rescale for 5 true. Invert price is false, of course, and press OK. Okay, and now let's wait for offline chart to load up a little bit. Actually, I like those yen pairs, especially pound yen, because those are volatile pairs and they can give me a really nice number of pips in a single trade. Okay, this is it. Now we go to file. Okay, open offline. Then we will find euro yen M12 here, 538. It's good. Open, and we can actually apply. Okay, the same thing we can apply here. But guys, even on blank charts, you see, even when your charts are blank, when they not use Heiken Ashi, you can still see some of those patterns. I mean, here, guys, if you have the eye for price action, also you see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So actually, this is head and shoulders. Break out of this, you see how it goes. Now, the main thing is to take a good entry, but also where you take profits. This is not a complete system. Okay, this is just a sketch, just a teaser for you to see what you will see next time when I present range bars. I think I will schedule next webinar. I already scheduled next webinar with Forex Read, but next one will be in February. So you will see how this system works. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. If everything is clear, we can sum it all up. Okay. I don't see any questions, so I assume that everything is clear. So enjoy this new knowledge for range bars. I will show you also a new system based on this knowledge and based on this method of combination of price action and range bars. Until then, guys, I wish you very safe trading. Don't risk too much. Read new analysis soon. I will publish it soon. And have a great weekend, everyone. Cheers, everyone. And trade safe.